Welcome to this heart chakra flow with Christina. Settle down into a comfortable seat, closing your eyes, and find your way to an upright spine, but a natural, relaxed spine, sending your roots down into the earth and lifting your crown up to the heavens at the same time, stretching out between heaven and earth, this rainbow bridge that goes through the center of your soul. The heart chakra is related to the element air, and as such it relates to the breath. So let's breathe in lots of air and breathe in lots of love. Soften your body, soften your shoulders, your chest, your belly. Soften your face. Just let everything relax a little deeper. Imagine softening even your skin. And then take a deep breath and feel how soft the air is as it comes in and as it goes out. Take a few full breaths here, breathing all the way to the top, filling the lungs, and then waiting for that natural impulse to exhale. And then following the exhale all the way down and waiting for the natural impulse to breathe in again. Just a few more breaths like this, pausing at the top of the inhale or at the bottom, just a second or two. A couple more breaths here, and feel how the breath itself can soften you. As we continue to breathe, imagine your breath like a caress on your face perhaps. And maybe place both hands over your heart as you breathe, and imagine you're breathing into your hands. And each breath you're breathing in universal, unconditional love. With each breath out, you're breathing out that softness, ease, peacefulness. For just as we are enveloped in a field of air that is invisible, we are enveloped in a field of love that sometimes is invisible, but we can take it in with every breath. So let each breath be a caress now on the inside of your being. Literally, let the breath caress your heart softly, like the most loving caress you can imagine. As you receive this imaginary caress, you might take the corners of your mouth toward your ears a little bit, for a smile opens the heart. Even if you have to fake a smile at the moment, smiling is what we do when we're happy. And so when we smile on purpose, the brain starts to associate a happy state. Yawning is okay too because we take in more air. We often yawn when we need to breathe more oxygen in. Just feel yourself as a being that is being breathed by the Spirit. You're not doing it. The breath is moving through you, and you let go of all resistance to the breath, to this caress of air. And letting the breath continue on its own, bring your attention down to your root chakra and the roots going down, feeling your sitting bones pushing downward and rooting down to draw energy up. And that energy comes up the roots and begins up your stem, and the fibers of the roots hug together in the second chakra in your own place. And as they hug together, they concentrate the energy into power as it goes through the third chakra, that stem pushing its way through your solar plexus, and then arriving at the heart. And imagine the leaves of that stem start to branch out, and a beautiful pink lotus flower emerges from the center of the stem. You can look and see how open that lotus flower is. Is it wide open, or open just a little bit? And then, just as we climbed up from the lower chakras to the heart, imagine opening your crown to the heavens and pulling down the energy of the sun. And it comes down into your crown, turns into light into your sixth chakra, a beautiful subtle vibration in the 5th chakra, and that light kisses that lotus, which is blossoming up from the base. And feel the joy in that flower, that lotus of the heart, to receive the kiss of the sun, to open and absorb it, to let it pour down into you, absorbing its vital energy. See if you can feel your heart blossom into the soft petals of the flower. If you have a wish or a prayer, an intention of any kind of healing in your heart chakra or for someone else, before we leave this meditation and move on to our practice, plant that intention in the center of this lotus. And then, keeping that lotus open, when you're ready, come back into this space and back into the body. Bring your hands to your knees, anchoring down through the sit bones. On your next breath in, shine the heart forward, draw the shoulder blades together, lifting the gaze. Exhale to round the back, tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale to shine the heart forward. Exhale to round the back. Continuing to move and articulate the spine, drawing energy up from the sit bones all the way through the crown of the head. And then beginning to take this movement into a circle. So inhaling, drawing the heart forward and around. And as you circle back, rounding the back, continue to move with the breath. And then making your way over to the other side, circling around in the opposite direction. Exhaling to round, inhaling to shine the heart forward. Return the spine to neutral. Grab a strap or a towel and pulling the strap tight in between the hands, lift it up overhead. And exhale, lower it down to chest level. Inhale to lift the strap up. Exhale to lower. And just exploring your range of motion here. Maybe you can take the strap back a little bit farther as you move. And if you want to go even deeper, slide the hands wider apart and take the full rotation of the shoulders, bringing the strap up and over and back through center. Keep moving with the breath. Inhale, lift up and over. On your exhalation, sweep it up and back through center. One more time. Inhale, lift up and over. Exhale, return it back through center. Release the strap down and pause here for a few deep breaths. Return to your strap once again, lifting it overhead, but this time tipping over to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, up and over to the right. Inhale through center, reach up and over to the left, stretching the side body. Inhale through center, exhale over to the right. Return through center, take a deep breath in and let it go with a sigh. Take the strap behind the back and begin to lean it forward, reaching the arms up and over. Alternatively, you can clasp the hands behind the back. Lower as much as you'd like, lifting the hands away from the back. Slowly peel yourself back up to the top, releasing the strap off to the side. Inhale, arms reach up and over. Begin to reach and stretch through the side body. On your exhalation, rock it forward, rolling over the knees, coming into a tabletop pose. Align the knees underneath the hips and the wrists underneath the shoulders. Inhale, soften the elbows, shine your heart forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, press the floor away, dome the upper back. Inhale, slide the heart forward, bend the elbows. Exhale to round the back. Return to a neutral spine. Keeping the right hand planted, inhale, left arm reaches up any amount. Exhale, thread the arm underneath, come down to your left shoulder, left temple. The right arm can wrap behind the back or stay in front of the face. Another option is to extend the right leg straight out to the side. Unwind the right arm back in front of the face, drawing the right leg back in if extended. Left arm reaches up, returning to tabletop pose. Move through a couple cat and cows here to neutralize the spine. Return to tabletop, keeping the left hand planted this time. Inhale, right arm reaches up any amount. On your exhalation, thread the right arm underneath the left, coming down to the right shoulder, right temple. Option to extend the left leg and wrap the left arm behind the back. Return the left hand back in front of the face, drawing the left knee in and extending the right arm up just as you entered, releasing back into tabletop pose. Again, moving through a couple cat and cows here. Come into a kneeling position, bringing your hands to heart center. Take a breath in, arms reach overhead. On your exhalation, sweep the arms down and around, bowing forward. Scoop your hands underneath the heart and round back up to the top. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, circle down and around, bowing the head down. Scoop the hands underneath the heart center, round up back to kneeling. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale to fold. Scoop the hands underneath the heart center. Inhale, return back to our starting position. Taking one last flow, inhale, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale to circle them down and around, and this time resting in child's pose. Take a few deep grounding breaths here. Making your way back up to tabletop pose. And transitioning into your puppy pose. Keeping the hips aligned over the knees, walk your hands forward, slide the shoulder blades wide apart, and lower the heart down towards the earth, resting the head on the floor or on a block. Puppy pose is also known as Anahatasana, and Anahata, as you know, is the heart chakra. So allowing the heart to melt down towards the earth, expanding with the breath, and keeping those arms quite active by pressing down through the hands and up through the length of the spine. On your next breath in, ripple forward onto the belly, lowering into Sphinx pose. Keeping the elbows aligned underneath the shoulders, actively press down through the forearms. Shine the heart forward, keeping your chin parallel to the earth. Actively press down through the hips, the thighs, and the tops of the feet. Maintaining this engagement, and align your left forearm parallel to the top edge of your mat. Bring your right fingertips over to the right side of your rib cage, looping the shoulder up to the sky, and continue to press the hips down towards the earth. Return back through center, moving to the other side. Right forearm parallel to the top edge of your mat, left fingertips over towards the left side of your rib cage. Keeping both hips squaring down to the floor To help stabilize the low back spine, continue to press down through your right forearm. Slowly unwind, coming back through center. Returning to Sphinx, tuck the toes under, lifting the hips up into forearm plank. Knees can stay where they are, or you can come into the full variation. From here, lifting up onto the hands and piking the hips up into downward facing dog. Take some time here to pedal out the heels, rocking the hips from side to side. Return through center, taking a deep breath into ground. Exhale, right leg lifts high. Bend at the knee, stack your right hip on top of the left, and begin to draw some circles with that knee in one direction and then the other. Re-extending the leg high. Exhaling, step the right foot to your right thumb, lowering the left knee down for Anahata. Arms reach high, heart shines forward. You can bend your elbows here in cactus arms and drawing those shoulder blades together on the back. Circle the hands down and around to frame the right foot, straightening out the leg into half splits, lowering your heart and forehead towards your right shin and curling your toes up towards the sky. Shift back into low lunge, opening your right arm to the sky for dragonfly twist. Windmill the right arm down and around, stepping the right leg back into downward facing dog. Return to tabletop pose. Keeping the knees aligned underneath the hips, walk the hands forward, sliding the shoulder blades wide apart and lowering the chest and forehead down to the floor, Anahata. On your next breath in, ripple forward through Sphinx pose, lowering the forearms down and keeping the elbows underneath the shoulders. Bring your left forearm parallel to the front edge of your mat, twisting to the right. Option to grab onto your right ankle for a quad stretch. Return through center and moving towards the other side. Right forearm in front, twisting to the left and reaching for your left foot for the quad stretch if you'd like. Return to Sphinx pose, planting the forearms down, tucking the toes under, and lifting into forearm plank. Lift up onto the hands, piking the hips up into downward facing dog. Inhale to ground. Exhale, lift the left leg high. Bending at the knee, stack your left hip on top of the right and begin to draw some circles with that knee in one direction and then the other. Re-extend the left leg, hugging the knee in and stepping your left foot to your left thumb, lowering your right knee down into Anahata. Bending at the elbows, cactus arms, shine the heart forward. Circle the hands down to frame the left foot, straightening the left leg and turning the toes up to the sky for half splits, lowering your heart and forehead towards your shin. Shift back into low lunge. Right hand remains on the floor. Extend your left arm up to the sky for dragonfly twist. Circle the left arm down and around to frame the left foot. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold, Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Take some time here in your forward fold, softening the crown of the head towards the floor, maybe taking a couple of shakes of the head no, And a couple of nods of the head, yes. Releasing your hands back down to the earth, take a breath to ground. Exhale, slowly roll up to standing, reaching up through the arms. And exhaling, hands come to heart center. On your next breath in, extend the arms overhead, circling the hands down and around to interlace the fingers behind the back. Pull that single fist down towards the earth, opening through the heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale to forward fold. Keeping the knees slightly bent, reaching the arms up and away from the back. Let the crown of the head soften towards the earth. On your next breath in, slowly peel yourself back up to the top. Release the hands, turning the palms forward in Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in, arms reach overhead. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands down, walking your feet back into downward facing dog. Stay here for a few deep breaths, reconnecting back to your intention. Walk your hands back to your feet, coming into a forward fold at the back of your mat. Inhale to ground. Exhale, slowly roll up to standing. Bringing your hands to your hips, angle your left foot out slightly, stepping your right foot forward for a nice wide stance. Making sure your feet are on two separate tracks, extending the arms overhead for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, shine your heart forward, leaning over the right knee. Inhale, arms extend overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows, shine your heart forward. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the elbows. Pausing here, floating your arms back behind you like wings, interlacing the fingers, and diving into humble warrior, reaching your arms up and overhead, and hugging the right knee in towards the right shoulder. On your next breath in, peel slowly back up to the top, extending your arms back overhead, Warrior 1. Float your hands back down to your hips, stepping your right foot back to the back of your mat. Readjust your stance in Tadasana, mountain pose. Returning your hands to your hips, angle your right foot out, keeping the right foot anchored down. Step your left foot straight forward, one step, and then take another step so that you have that nice wide stance for Warrior 1. Reaching your arms up to the sky, keeping the shoulders soft out of the ears. Inhale, arms reaching. Exhale, bend the elbows, lean over the left knee. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, shine your heart forward, leaning over the left knee. Inhale, reach. Last one. Exhale, bend the elbows, lean over the left knee, extending arms behind the back, interlacing the fingers, and diving down into humble warrior, reaching the arms away from the back and hugging the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Slowly peel yourself back up to the top, extending your arms and returning to Warrior 1. Releasing your hands to your hips, step your left foot back all the way to the back of your mat. Shake out your arms and legs and returning your hands to heart center. On your next breath in, circle sweep your arms overhead. Exhale to fold. Walk your hands out into downward facing dog. Pedaling out the heels, rocking the hips from side to side. Inhale to ground. Exhale, ripple forward through plank pose, lowering all the way onto the belly. Extend your arms forward, palms facing down. Inhale to lift the right arm up and the left leg up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift the left arm and the right leg up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, right arm reaches, left leg lifts. And moving into half bow pose by bending at the left knee and reaching around for the foot. Continue to reach forward through the right fingertips. Exhaling to lower everything back down. Take a few breaths here to ground. Extend the left arm up and the right leg back, reaching around for your right ankle in half bow pose. Release everything back down to the earth, taking a few deep breaths here. Preparing for the full variation of bow pose, reaching back for both outer edges of the feet, lifting up through the heart and pressing the feet away from you to lever the heart open. Make sure that the knees are drawing in towards the midline and you're rolling the shoulders onto the back. Lower back down onto the belly and counterposing in Balasana, child's pose. Remember that the heart chakra is three-dimensional, so breathe into the back of the body in between the shoulder blades. Feel at peace as the green, vibrant energy encompasses your body. Slowly make your way up to seated, swinging your legs around front. Lowering onto the back, wiggle your feet to the width of your mat. Begin to windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Allow your knees to tumble over to one side, pausing here for a few deep breaths. You can layer up the stretch by placing the bottom foot on your top knee and reaching around for your foot. Release from this twist and send the knees over to the opposite side. Again, you can place the bottom foot on top of your knee and reach around for your foot for a quad stretch. Release from your twist, bringing the knees back through center. Prepare for Shavasana, setting yourself up in a comfortable position. But here, if you'd like to continue with that heart opening, placing 2 blocks underneath your knees for Baddha Konasana and draping your upper body over a bolster, allowing the arms to settle down by your sides. Take a deep breath in, pulling the air through your nose, then exhale it out of your nose or mouth. Take another deep breath. And as you take your deep breath, imagine you are breathing in a warm light and that it's filling the body, providing energy to all of your other chakra centers. Move your awareness back to your heart chakra, the green-colored, beautiful center of our emotions. Love with all your heart as you picture your love and energy flowing out from your chest. Each breath brings more pure energy into your heart. Keep your heart open and love the world around you, accepting others' love as well as your own. Stay here for as long as you'd like. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.